for the diva picture. I needed a dick to jerk off to.
Yes.
Dude, I look at your fucking all the fucking diva on your Tumblr. I was like, I love this.
You know what else Gordon jerks off to?
Oh god.
The podcast.
Is it true, Gordon?
Yeah, every
Jerk
night.
off to us?
Every night.
Fuda is my cousin. Haha.
Haha.
True.
Welcome to the TBD show, everybody. That was not the greatest of intros, but that is an intro.
This is why I don't like how you kind of like just don't tell us when we're gonna.
It's great. It's perfect. I can set
He
this
used to
up.
give us a countdown timer.
Yeah, but like now we have like
Where'd
the.
that go?
Nah, we don't need that. Now we have the pre-show thing, and I just start it when I feel like, because I have all the power.
Without telling us.
Though I also feel uninformed from you, Gordon. You didn't tell me you were gonna wear the Zarya shirt, or I would have worn my diva to fucking match.
I just got my shirts on as soon as I got it.
Gordon's been shirtless the whole day. Until
Gordon's
right
been trying to
now.
figure it
all day.
I've been trying to see if the shirts actually shrunk or not, and they did, but it's not enough to the point where it matters. So I'm like,
I find AN
That's
shirt
what I thought.
I find AN shirts are pretty good with like not shrinking. I've bought like a few over the years, and all of them still fit me. So
the one thing that made no sense to me was the Hanzo one I bought like doesn't have the like plastic or whatever the hell the print is on here like this one.
the like
That one's just
Yeah.
like dyed into the shirt, so I don't know what's different about that one.
That's gonna fade over time, dude.
yeah. But the one he has on his shirt now will probably get like cracked and stuff as well.
Well, yeah.
eventually.
Anyway, welcome to the show. I'm your host Cam. We're a podcast about stuff. This week we will be talking about E3, so that's the stuff we'll be talking about this week. Joining me, we're down a man this week, but we'll prevail anyways. We have Tyler.
So, dude.
So, dude, and we have Gordon.
Hello.
So yeah, like I said, this week we'll probably be talking about, not probably, we will be talking about E3, but we'll get into that in a little bit.
Begins.
I mean, oh shit, yeah,
Matching.
me too, dude, the matching butt cheeks.
Stress balls, yeah.
Matching butt cheeks. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that wasn't even what I was referring to.
Well, you know what, before we get into E3, let's talk about what we've done this week, my friends. You know what? We'll start with Gordon this time. We usually start with Pat. Yeah.
Boy. So
Swerve.
this week is different because this week is not as much about what I played, but what I watched.
Oh.
It's nice.
Is that
I'm
so?
watching more Digimon.
Oh well.
We're almost done with the second season, thank God.
Yeah.
Then we can get to try on those movies. But I was watching I started watching Boku no Academia.
Oh yeah, My Hero Academia.
Yeah. I'm on like the 5th or 6th episode of that.
Of the
It's
first
nice.
of the first season, right?
Is it
Yeah,
good?
the first season. I'm liking it a lot. It's very different than what I was expecting because I never watched like shonens or anything like that. My one friend
Okay.
says that the show is literally identical to Naruto, and I've never fucking watched.
I
that.
mean, the second season's out now and it's a tournament arc from what I've seen on
Everybody
Tumblr.
fucking loves
Yeah.
True.
Tournament arcs are like always the
The
best. Yeah,
best.
are always like the best arcs though.
I.e. the entirety of Kuroko no Basket.
Yeah, and that's why that show's amazing.
Everybody says that the second season's a lot better than the first. as
I've
well,
heard
so-
that the first season also suffered with One Punch Man coming out at the same time. And a lot of people were comparing the two,
Ooh.
but at the same time you can't really compare the two considering One Punch Man is
'Cause they're
a parody.
completely
One
different.
Punch Man's a parody of the genre, so
I mean, Boku no Academia is really fucking crazy.
yeah, I've heard it's like really really good.
Yeah, I'm having a fun time with it. So we'll see how that continues.
That's cool.
So that's been fun.
Are you watching
got
the dub or the sub? That's the real question here.
the sub because I didn't even know that the dub existed
Oh, okay.
until my friend was like, "What
Fair
the
enough,
fuck? There's
fair
a
enough.
dub."
I haven't heard
it's like-
anything about the dub, so
It's really good from what I've heard. Just watching, I only watch the sub right now just because I had Crunchyroll and Premium, and that
Oh,
show
okay.
was
Yeah, yeah.
amazing in 1080p. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. That and watching it on my phone is like fucking priority number one. So,
I watch most of my shows on my phone as well.
yeah, it's so nice. Oh.
Watching Game of Thrones is really weird because I watch Game of Thrones on my phone because I don't have HBO, and
Who has HBO?
And, like,
honestly?
last season with like all the super like high quality like battles and stuff, it was so strange watching like these movie style like epic battles, and I'm there like, oh yeah, let's go.
On like the small screen.
Yeah. At least Androids have like a nice like bigger screen compared to some of the other phones. That's why I don't like iPhones.
Oh, yeah,
iPhones have really tiny
except for
screens.
the iPhone XL or whatever. My
Yeah.
friend has that.
Wait, there's an iPhone XL? Excuse me?
The thing's like a little bit. What? Yeah. It's like the iPhone 6 XL or whatever. It's like a little bit larger than a 3DS, like a new 3DS XL.
Let me look at this.
It's like a little taller.
Oh yeah.
I want to see size comparison. Comparison. I don't think that's how I spell comparison. Oh, okay. Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah, there's that. But I have a Galaxy S7, so I don't really have that issue.
Okay. So anyway, you've been watching My Hero Academia.
Yeah, I've been other than that, been playing Persona 5 as usual.
Yes.
I've now hit the back of the bus.
Yes.
Now, and as far as that game
Gordon
goes.
is what that character, that person from history who sat at the back of the bus.
I was at the front of the bus. And then
The front of the bus.
No, the
Then I
back.
slowly went back.
Gordon's
I'm not as good at binging things as other people.
Holy, I've played it like both the past 3 days. I've put in like over 5 hours each time I've played it. So
Yeah, you're like me when I first got the game, and then I burnt myself out on it.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised I haven't burnt myself out. Maybe it's because I paced myself at the
Because-
beginning.
It's also because you got to like the really good part, like right where you're at. Like if
Right when I
was
started
still at that
binging it,
pace
yeah.
Right here, yeah,
Yeah,
I would be probably done with it by now.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I can see the end in sight. Is what it's feeling like. So
yeah. The other thing is I've been playing some other stuff. I've been playing a lot of Kingdom Hearts 2 HD.
oh yeah, you've
Like-
been streaming that lately as well.
Yeah, I'm like I'd say I'm like 3/5 of the way through that game. I'm right now I'm just grinding because the thing I didn't know about that game is that you can level the drive forms and then get extra like
Yep.
the movement abilities outside
Yep.
of battle, like the high jump level 2 and 3.
Yeah.
So I've been just grinding the drive forms because there's an exploit actually where you can pop a drive form, and then if you go to a save point and go to the warp map before the drive expires, you can just go to the map and then go back in, and then your drive will be completely reset.
Huh.
So you can just keep doing that to get all the abilities. Like I have
Interesting.
high jump level 2 right now, and I have dodge roll level 2, and all the different forms have all these like really weird like things you have to do. Like Valor form, you just have to hit something,
Okay.
but you have to hit like 1,000 times in order to level it.
Oh, Kingdom Hearts.
Wisdom form is killing Heartless. Master form was, I think it was just activating it. I think.
Hmm.
And then limit form is doing the extra spells like Arms Arcanum.
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. Landing successful hits and stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's been fun. Really, other than Overwatch, I actually played a little TF2 today.
What? Why?
Oh,
Why?
shit.
Why? Why?
Overwatch
Was-
1.0.
I was playing it because I was just missing the nostalgia of rocket jumping. So I did some jump maps that I'd done previous, like Jump Adventure, Jump Beat, Jump Cuba.
You're saying these
sure.
like I will know them, but yes.
Yeah, there's some good old maps. I played with Joe and someone else who I can't remember. It was Austin. Me, Joe, and Austin played for a little bit. Just because Austin was like going through all of his backpack of like miscellaneous weapon names and descriptions that he made.
Interesting. Yeah, Austin's pretty
So,
good at naming stuff.
Yeah, that was fun. So I don't know. That was nostalgic getting to play all that stuff again.
That's cool.
I can't remember if there's anything else. I think that's it. I think I played some HOTS, but
Man, we've like stopped playing that game now that that event is over.
there's really unless you really like the game. there's not much
Successful
point.
relaunch.
I think the game is good. Don't get me wrong. It's just I don't like.
I mean, yeah.
I'll have urges to play it, but I haven't hit one recently. So
I feel like they launched that game at a point where interest in MOBAs was like on the decline because it came out
yeah.
like after like people's interest in League was starting to decline, and so it's like, all right, well, you know, it's League and Dota at the forefront of the MOBA scene, and like if interest in those two games are dropping, then like interest in the genre as a whole.
I mean, I wouldn't even
dropping.
say interest in League is dropping. I think stats have shown it's been more popular in recent years than it has like before. So I don't know.
It's gonna start to have the TF2 effect, though, where the old veterans are gonna start dropping away, especially as the game design gets more involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they left Ninja Tab on Nerf for such a long time.
They left a lot of things unnerfed for a very long time, but that's just how Riot does
They're
it.
still super long. The
Yeah.
weird recon bug that's going
Actually,
on.
I find they've fixed queue times a lot in like recent months.
Yeah.
Just with all the changes to like champ select and whatnot, I think that's really benefited.
Yeah, it's more like high elo that people are complaining.
Yeah. I mean,
like even when I was in Diamond 5, I'd have like 30 fucking minutes.
the new 10 band system got released this week, and
I also think that's dumb.
I think it's all right. I've played a couple of games with it, and I'm seeing a lot less like double bans than I like originally thought I would. But it is also speeding up champ select like immensely because you're not having to like wait for people to ban. Everybody bans at once and then it's done, so you don't really have to worry about it. I think it'll take time for people to get used to, though, but I don't think it's bad. Anyway.
It just feels like an excuse to not fix their heroes.
I mean, true. That's true, but don't worry about it. Don't worry.
That's why I don't play that game anymore.
It's me, Mark Merrill. Don't worry. Did you do anything else this week?
That's about it.
Cool. Tyler, what have you been up to?
I was at Angela's all week last week, so all I did was play Persona and then grind out my loot boxes for Overwatch on console. So
nice. Did you get anything good out of them?
I think I got one legendary, but it wasn't an event skin, so I can't even remember what it was.
I got the Genji skin today.
I know you did, and
feels good. And I used.
You should have seen my look today.
Yeah, Gordon got 3. Feels bad, man.
I got the Diva skin. Then the next box I got the Pharah
you
skin.
got the Diva skin.
And then the next box I got the Zarya skin. And then I got enough currency to buy the Tracer skin.
I used the currency to buy the.
But you bought boxes though, didn't you?
Yeah, I spent $20.
I spent 13. I didn't get anything good out of it.
I ain't buying boxes. I already spent money on the game.
I've never spent. I didn't ever think I would spend like any money on this game, but here.
I'm not gonna spend any more money than I already did.
10 doll hairs was not a lot, and I didn't have
I spent
good
at
luck.
least $300 in loot boxes over the past year and a half.
I'm sorry.
I'm fine with it. I got everything I wanted.
All right. Did you do anything else this week then, Tyler?
No.
You got fucked at Kroger.
Yeah.
And getting fucked by Kroger, yeah. Cool.
Every day of my life.
Nice.
Not every day of my life.
What happened to you? Said after you came up for Anime North, you were gonna look for.
I'm in the process of looking for jobs. So.
Nice. Cool. Cool. Well, as for myself, what did I do this week? I've played a lot of P5 this week.
Good.
Like an unhealthy amount of P5 this week.
Unhealthy amount.
Like 10 hours or more in a row, unhealthy in amount. But
I mean,
it's whatever. The game's gotten really, really good. It's picked up its pace like so good, and I'm like I said, I can see the sight. I can see the end in sight, and I'm kind of sad about that. But at the same time, I'm really enjoying it. So
yeah, like I remember getting to the point that you're at now, and
your mic just got muted, friend.
Just end.
Your mic like cut out completely that whole sentence.
I believe I disconnected completely from
Discord.
From Discord.
Okay, you want to repeat what you just said?
I said when I got to the point that you were at, like it really felt like things were starting to rush too fast a little bit, and it's like, no, I don't want this.
I don't want this to end. Yeah.
Stop.
I feel that.
It's weird because P4 didn't have the same effect that this game has on me.
What do you mean?
Like the ending of P4 wasn't as amazing as the ending of 5 to me.
Gotcha.
Like, because you can kind of see at like the cusp of the ending where I'm at in P5, and when I was at the same point in P4, I was not as hyped up.
Yeah. I mean,
I
from
was honestly a bit more sad because the characters were
Yeah.
ending.
you and I are about like 3 or 4 hours apart, I'd say. Probably more knowing
Yeah.
that you dick around a lot.
I don't. Yeah, I think we just do different.
I don't know how much time do you have in the game right now?
85 hours.
Okay, I have 68. So I don't know how you have 20 more hours than me. Like, I don't know how
I also
you
spend a lot.
Oh, you spend a lot of time in
grinding.
Mementos. Yeah, I don't.
grinding as well.
I always check
You
this.
also have to remember the first 2 palaces I did on hard mode.
That's okay. I guess that's true.
That required a lot more grinding.
I spent like every time I go to check, like every now and then I'll check the middle button and see what people's average level is, and I'm always like
A few levels down. Yeah.
from where I am now, I'm like 6 levels down now. Like the average,
I'm the opposite.
the average is like 59. I'm like 53 right now.
Wait, I'm the opposite. My average level right now is like 46. I'm 48.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I told you, I
Here's
grind a lot.
here's the thing. The 6th dungeon, like you get a lot of experience, like a lot. So
So that might be.
It
I
might-
I'll
it
probably
should
be ahead
balance
of the
it.
pack then.
yeah.
Especially because I just got Mishima's extra EXP passive.
Mm,
That, and I also have the passive from the P4 DLC.
yeah.
But I haven't equipped that until recently, so that's not too bad.
But yeah, P5's
Go
really
ahead.
good. Go ahead.
Yeah. Have you talked to the politician dude at all?
I didn't even know he existed until you told me. In the,
I didn't know he was a confidant.
I figured he was. I figured he
was?
was. I just didn't know how, and then I got the
Because I
beef.
think I talked to him at like the first or the second dungeon, and then because he
His-
pops up at one point.
His skills are nutty. Oh, I didn't tell you this game. I told Riley. I started the 3rd dungeon.
Because there's a bonus one, right?
No,
What do you mean?
Tyler's
Was really
playing.
talking about a bonus dungeon. or
Tyler's
something?
playing New Game Plus.
Yeah, I'm on New Game Plus.
Okay. What's the difference then, or what is it?
You get to keep your social stats, so like your kindness and all that, all 5 of those.
Oh my god,
You get to keep that, so you don't have to re-grind all of them.
My God.
that sounds amazing.
If you have any level 10 confidants, you get to keep their max rank skills. So from the get go, in the first dungeon, I just went into the Velvet Room and bought a Black Frost out of. You get to keep your compendium too, so I bought Black Frost out of the compendium.
Oh
So I had a
my
level
God.
71 persona in the first dungeon.
So you're just like fucking everything out.
I don't know. I didn't use it for anything other than the boss fight. I was just like,
Man, I would have. I would have
I
just.
used it once, and I was like, this is a little silly. I'm not gonna use.
I would
this
have
because-
bodied that dungeon, dude. Holy.
Yeah. But I mean, like the SP cost and the health cost on its
That's fair.
abilities
That's
are like
fair.
are like way high. So, so you get to keep your max confidant skills, and you get to keep the final like equipped items that you had for your characters. So like whatever armor, gun, and
Weapon.
weapon and accessory that you have equipped to your character at the end of the game, you keep that carries over to the beginning of the
Okay.
game in New Game Plus. But I'm in the 3rd dungeon, and I have the politician dude at rank 4, which is it gives you a skill where if you ask for money, you can ask for more money. So like you'll ask, and then you'll be like, "That's not enough," and either they'll be
You
like,
get that at level
"Oh,
like 2, I think, though, because I have that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it 2?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's just amount is higher
Yeah.
at rank 4.
Yeah, I have
But
that.
you can ask for more money. So I went in at the start of the 3rd dungeon with only 7,000 yen because I had been spending money like a madman on personas and trying to max Kawakami's
God, holy.
confidant.
Jesus, that
Of
confidant.
course.
Yeah.
Wait, really? Are you guys having trouble with that?
I don't
Like,
even. I don't pay the 5,000. I just don't
It's-
care about
it's-
her.
It's 5
I'm at
grand.
7 or 8 with her.
I'm at
Yeah.
4, and I don't care anymore. I haven't bothered.
But I started the dungeon with 7,000, and if I hadn't stopped at one point to go get personas, I probably by the time I finished securing the route to the treasure, I probably would have finished that, gotten to that point in the dungeon with like 300K.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
sitting at 250,000 because
Very
you
good.
could just
You can just keep doing it. Yeah.
You can cheese enemies to give you money, and
Yeah.
it's like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
I can make good shit now. Like,
That's
I
what
don't
I
have
did
to
for
worry
a while.
about
Like,
money
I mean, in my
ever.
game right now, I have like 3,500,000? Or no,
350,000.
350,000, sorry.
I find money's really
But-
easy to get now, like especially late game though.
Yeah.
So
There was one fight, and I thought I was laughing at myself because like the amount I was getting from some of these fights was nuts. There was one fight that I ended up getting like 20K off of the enemies. I was like,
very good. Interesting.
this is the way. I have been shown the path, and
And this is
on.
the path of the sun, or whatever he
Yeah.
is. I think he's the sun.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's the
yeah,
sun.
he's the son.
Cool. Yeah.
Anyway,
P5,
E3.
good game.
Top tier.
What else have I played this week? Played Overwatch with grinding boxes and stuff today. Fuck that game.
Let's play some League.
Joe went out with my EB Games gift card and picked me up Fire Emblem's Echoes.
You suck. You suck.
So I'm gonna play that later, probably.
You suck.
I'll tell you how good it is, Tyler. Apparently, Joe was saying he went in because he needed to go get a new 360 controller, and I'm like, hey, I have a $50 gift card. Go pick me this game.
Oh, he needed a new 360.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, here, if you're going to EB Games, take my gift card and go pick me this up.
He needs to hunker down and get a fucking GameCube controller, a new one.
Well, his
The
GameCube
adapter.
controller's fine. He just needs the adapter.
No. I'm saying it, but he talks about how it's got like a dead zone and it fucking like.
I mean,
it
but he
rattles.
can't play with any other controller now, so.
I mean, I guess. But if he had a new one, he'd have to get to. He would have to get to accustomed to it,
Yeah.
so
Fair
that
enough.
he could play with other controllers.
Yeah. But he said he went in and he went to the front and like was paying for the game, and the guy was like, nobody's buying this game. Like, you're like the first person all week who's bought this.
Really?
And that's me. I was
What?
surprised when he came and told me that as well, because apparently, like the way he was saying, like this guy was saying it isn't selling very well, which isn't true from what I've seen. Because I like it could just be hardcore Fire Emblem people, but like they've said this is like one of the best games in the series, like especially for a remake because it fixes all the problems that like Fate's introduced. It gets rid of like the Fate's issues. It removes the waifu simulation like part of the game, but.
Which was good in Awakening, but like not
Overbearing. It was
great.
overbearing in Fates. Like it didn't need to.
Yeah.
It didn't need to be there.
No.
So I'm gonna play that later. I think I played a couple games of League this week. I've been busy. I've been at work this week, so like
Getting cucked.
Thursday was Seniors Day. I don't want to talk about it.
Kroger got rid of its senior day. Praise
I wish.
the Jesus.
This is the only Seniors Day I've ever worked, and holy crap,
It's terrible.
Old people,
I
dude.
can
old people.
only imagine. I mean, I guess is it just a convenience store? Is it like
Ours is like a Walgreens.
okay?
So I mean, Kroger's is kind of like a Walgreens, right? You're a grocery store
it's,
though, right?
It's a straight up grocery
You
store.
know,
yeah.
we're like a convenience store with like a
Yeah.
pharmacy at the back and stuff.
Canadian Walgreens.
Yeah, it's Canadian Walgreens. That's what I like. That's the best way to describe it. Joe helped me like fix up my PC last week as well. So
Because of your boy.
your boy Gordon gave me an old. Well, didn't give me. I purchased an old card off of him when he came up,
And I
and
blew all that money in a day.
it was great. But I don't. We didn't talk about it last week, but Joe and I had like endless issues trying to piece together this stupid PC because my old case wasn't big enough.
It didn't fit in the.
It didn't
chassis.
fit in the case. So luckily, I had another case here because my granny moved. She got rid of her PC because she wasn't going to use it. So I'm like, here, bring it here. We'll take out the parts. You just need to get rid of the hard drive. So just let us like take the parts out. Probably sell them, and I can keep the case. And the case is like 3 times bigger than my older case. And everything fit like really well inside of it, but the next issue arose was that the power supply wouldn't power the graphics card, so we had to go out and I had to go out and get a new power supply. It was like $100 after tax, which wasn't bad, but it had everything we need. And my computer, I mean, we ran into a couple other issues namely meaning my hard drive, like my HDD, was my D drive on my old in my old case.
Oh yeah, Joe told me about
but
that.
now it's labeled as
Like-
it's now labeled as my E drive, so it couldn't find my desktop, which I had moved from like my SSD over to my D drive to like free up space. It couldn't find it, so like all of my stuff was missing, but it wasn't like gone. It was still on the hard drive, so it took me some sleuthing to find it and move everything over. But everything works now, so that's good, and I can play games like PUBG on more than 2 FPS. So, and we have played that a bit throughout the week. I know I've been improving at that game now that I can actually play it properly. So, but yeah, that's pretty much been my week. Not a whole heck of a lot has happened. So let's move in to the topic at hand. E3 starts on Saturday. I think E3 pre-shows start on Saturday. I don't think E3 actually starts till
Sunday.
Till Sunday proper. But Saturday is the EA conference. I have the times here. We'll read the times as we go through each conference. I figure this week's podcast, being E3, we'll just talk about what we're expecting, what we're hoping for, and what sadness is probably in store at the Ubisoft conference, as it is every year. And then next week the conferences won't be done yet, so probably 2 weeks from now we'll talk about like post E3. Next week should just be like a normal show. Next week there probably won't be a show actually, because the Sony conference will be on that night, so we'll
be doing homework.
I'll probably like host it, and we'll just sit in the
Okay.
chat and talk if people are interested in that. Yeah. So Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific, is the EA conference. The pre-show starts 30 minutes beforehand on IGN, which is the stream schedule I'm looking at here, which I'm assuming will be streaming through their Twitch channel, or you can like watch everything through whatever the company's like Twitch channel is, I guess. Just look for whichever one has the best quality. EA. Do we know anything that EA is like announcing? Like that has...
I will give you this link in a second, but
Nice.
They have confirmed appearances for EA Play 2017 include Star Wars Battlefront 2,
Ooh.
FIFA 18, Madden 18, NBA Live 18,
Sports.
Need for Speed Payback, The Sims Mobile. Oh, Sims. I'm pretty sure that's The Sims Mobile.
With a Z?
It's got a B in Sims.
Sims.
So Sims. The Sims 4 Battlefield 1 expansion. New content for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and Titanfall 2. And fucking sports mobile stuff.
Yeah, dude.
So yeah.
Hit me with that link. Did you throw it at me already, or?
No. I was reading that out first. There you go.
All right.
It's got confirmed stuff for all the conferences.
Okay.
On it.
I mean, sport stuff is expected from EA. They've slowly but surely turned their conference more into like the sports game conference. I know they usually have like
Which sucks because
that's all they really do nowadays, though.
yeah.
Sims Mobile. What the?
I'm pretty sure that's a typo.
It
It's gotta
probably
be a
is, yeah.
typo.
Star Wars Battlefront 2. I am excited for that. I know we talked about it a couple...
We talked about the first one, didn't we?
No, we talked about Star Wars Battlefront 2 a couple months ago. Or not a couple months, but like about a month ago, a couple weeks ago.
I think so.
Because Ethan was basically raving about Spec Ops The Line, because the writer should be on for that game,
that's
is what we're talking about.
Isn't there like a single player in that one too?
Spec Ops The Line is like solely single player. If you're talking about Star Wars Battlefront, then yeah, it has a single player that's you're like a stormtrooper, like a female stormtrooper, just as the Death Star explodes from the end of the sixth film.
Rogue One.
Yeah.
Mixed with The Force Awakens.
Mixed with the end of Episode 6.
mixed with the end of Evangelion.
Yes, please give it to me, Anno.
Would you like confirmed play that game if
Dude,
there was any elements of
if
it in it?
if Anno was on for anything, even if it was just like character design, I'd be like, I gotta buy it.
We gotta play it.
That's the only reason I went to see Shin Godzilla was because Anno was directing it.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this game. I know from what they've shown and from what they've like hinted at is that Star Wars Battlefront 2 is going to be a lot more like the older Battlefront, which is what people wanted when they announced.
Like story based instead.
Yeah,
of
and like
player-based.
class based instead of like card based for multiplayer
okay.
and stuff. So,
Oh, God.
as well as like a whole bunch of like actual like Star Wars characters that are playable instead of just like the 5 or 6 from Battlefront that came out a couple years ago. I'm excited. I don't have any multiplayer games for my PS4, and chances are I probably will stay that way because if this is out on PC, I'll probably pick it up on that.
I was gonna say, is that game?
Also, because I know you don't feel like
Paying for PS Plus? No, I don't.
paying for PS Plus.
So I'm excited for that. I think that'll be good. I don't really have much expectations going into it, but hopefully that's better than having any expectations for it. FIFA 18 and all the other sports games, I don't really have anything to comment about because I don't really play any sports
You don't
games.
care.
Dude,
Sports are for normies?
Need for Speed Payback. This could be good. Need for Speed games used to be good, and maybe if this, I don't know. I've never even heard. I didn't even know this was a thing. So hopefully this is something.
I didn't either.
I hope they don't pull it into first person like that other Need for Speed.
Ew.
Ugh.
I never played Need for Speed, so I don't really have much to say about it.
Sims stuff, I don't really care. Sims 4, I thought was already out. Fucking Battlefield 1 expansion, I don't have that game, so I don't really care. Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, I don't even know what that is. Is that a card game?
Yes, I think so.
That's the card game, right?
Yeah.
Let me check. I'm gonna Google that. I'm gonna fact check that. Yes. Yeah, it's on mobile. Yeah, it is a
Yeah.
card game. Fuck off out of here, EA. And Titanfall 2 DLC and stuff. So, I heard Titanfall 2 is good. I know Joe bought it, and he said he really liked it. I just hope Peter Molyneux comes out and lies to us. That's all I can hope for. Him with his,
As is tradition.
as is his super British accent. I hope he brings out Jose Marino again this year and proceeds to pronounce his name wrong like 16 times. Expectation, boys. Do you expect anything from this conference?
Hell no.
I usually don't watch the EA conference. I'm gonna be real.
I never watched the EA conference.
I watch snippets of the EA conference. I'll watch like one of those like super cuts of the EA conference.
unless they have stuff lined up with BioWare. Like, I don't care.
Usually they show like Call of Duty and stuff, but if they're showing Battlefield, I kind of doubt it.
Wouldn't Call of Duty be at the Xbox conference?
Oh shit, that's Microsoft. No, you're right. That's my bad. No, you're
Yes,
right.
yes,
I
yes,
meant Battlefield, I guess, when I was speaking of EA, but I'm just retarded, so that's fine. Is there anything you're hoping for out of EA? Last year they showed fucking Mass Effect stuff, but we have that out already, so maybe new content for Andromeda. I don't know.
Maybe I don't know.
Did you play? Did you end up buying it? Did you end up playing it?
I have not bought it or played it yet.
Okay.
So.
I know Ethan said it wasn't that bad. I still don't believe that,
I'm
but
remaining cautious.
Okay.
At best.
yeah, I'm assuming they'll probably show something about
There's
that.
other stuff I want to play first, i.e.
Okay.
Persona 5.
What if they announced Persona 6 this year?
Dude,
1 year after. 1 year after it comes out.
I actually they
You somebody said that they like came out and said this is like the last Persona game or something.
That's probably not true. Because I know that they bought the domain names for like Personas 8 through 10.
To be fair, these companies do that regardless, just so people can't own them. But
yeah, I mean,
look at how long it took for P4 to come out, or P5 to come out after P4.
I mean,
It
they
depends
might,
on what SMT is gonna do.
Yeah.
yeah.
I know they've been selling their actual SMT games on the 3DS and stuff. So
3DS. SMT4 is really good.
Yeah.
I've been playing that. I forgot I've been playing that.
yeah, you played that
You're
like
playing that AM.
yeah, you playing that
Yeah.
again, yeah. Okay, well I mean it's EA, so I don't really expect much.
I've never expected much out of EA.
So
Only it's like affiliates.
yeah. Anyway, so like I said, if you're interested in seeing that, it is 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern on this coming Saturday, June the 10th.
June 10th.
The Sunday, June 11th, at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, we have Xbox. Confirmed appearances at Microsoft's E3 press conference include Project Scorpio, which, from what I was telling Tyler, is more or less what they were talking about there. Like, is like their
Xbox One Slim.
no, there is an Xbox One Slim. This is like their PS4 like Ultra like version with the 4K and whatnot.
The 4K output.
But from what you were saying, it sounds like a new console. I'm not sure. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I don't.
It probably just is the.
There hasn't been a lot of
The
info.
Ultra.
There hasn't been a lot of info on this Project Scorpio. I know they announced it last year, and everybody's
At
like,
least-
everybody
at
was
least
like,
the-
"What the hell is this?"
The source that I heard about it from was spinning it as if they were basically
Oh
announcing.
no,
a
it
console,
is.
and I was like, what
It
the
says
fuck?
it says right here the full unveiling of Project Scorpio, the company's upgraded Xbox One, first announced at E3's
okay, yeah,
2016.
I didn't watch the Xbox conference last year, so
I think I watched. I was out most of last year for E3, so I didn't. I watched
Yeah,
like. Where was
watched
I?
I think I watched the Ubisoft conference, the
I think I did.
PlayStation conference, and the Nintendo.
I think we all watched the Ubisoft one because they had that like super upbeat dance like thing at the very beginning, and then like immediately like
Oh,
a minute
yeah.
of silence for like the gay nightclub shooting.
That was so awkward.
They're like, oh yeah, Just Dance 2. Ah, woo, ah. 2 minutes of silence, ladies and gentlemen, for all the
Honestly,
people that
like
died
the
last
first
night.
half of E3 is for the fucking normies.
I mean,
EA and Xbox are like non-hardcore gamers.
Microsoft, we're probably gonna see like Call of Duty World War II, which got announced earlier in the year, a couple months ago. It says State of Decay 2, which I don't even know what that is, and a little something from 343 that is not Halo 6. So,
Hopefully there's some Destiny 2 stuff because there's already the beta. For,
I'm pretty sure State of Decay is
it's a first-person shooter, I think, right?
it's like an FPS zombie game, I think.
Likely appearances include Crackdown 3, Sea of Thieves, and a new Forza game. Possible appearances including a new title from Moon Studios, from creators of Ori and the Blind Forest, and some other things here.
State of Decay is an action-adventure survival horror stealth.
Holy shit, that's a lot of...
Like 8 different things.
That's a
it's-
lot of... That is a first-person shooter.
It's a zombie shooter that has stealth elements.
Interesting. I don't know, Microsoft is always hit and miss for me. Sometimes they're like super interesting, but a lot of the times they're just like pandering, and then like and here's and here's Call of Duty. Like that's it. Like that's usually their conference. Or
I'm
like
actually kind of excited for this Call of Duty.
or like
now.
here's Call of Duty and Forza. Good night. Like that's usually what it is. I know last year they showed that pirate game that everybody was like, holy shit, that game.
Sea
Oh
of Thieves.
god, with the memes and all that.
Yeah, the
shit.
game looked sweet. Everybody was like, holy shit, let's play this when it comes out. And like, we haven't heard anything since. So, hopefully.
Likely
That video
appearances
was hilarious.
include Crackdown.
Yeah,
3, Sea
I
of Thieves, and new Forza. Yeah.
just read that.
Sorry.
I don't know. I'm not like, I don't have an Xbox One, so I don't really give a shit about Microsoft either.
Yeah.
Expectations, kind of low.
Eh.
I don't usually ever expect anything out of Microsoft either.
If I hear about anything good, I'll probably go back and watch it.
All I can remember is from last year was their Scalebound like gameplay demo,
Yeah.
and how like Platinum was like, this game's gonna be crazy. You can like play and fight as dragons and shit, and then it gets canceled like earlier this year, and then like that gameplay trailer was awful looking, and they're like, oh, this character's so cool. He puts his headphones on and dubstep starts playing. Like oh my god, just kill me.
Oh, does it? Does it really?
End my
Yeah.
life. If anybody's interested, you could probably look that up on YouTube and cringe along the whole video. So nothing really high expectations, and I'm not really looking for anything out of Microsoft. I'll probably watch the Call of Duty trailer just to see. I don't know. World War II is interesting, I guess. Like, do you guys have anything you're interested or hoping for from Microsoft?
Nope.
Destiny 2, I guess.
I mean,
Destiny and fucking new Call of Duty.
Yeah.
It actually looks like if it's good, because I mean, like, I never got to play World at War, so I'm very interested in the World War II Call of Duty.
Okay.
Maybe whatever 343 has lined up, but like other than that,
yeah.
You know?
343 has anything other than if they announce like, wait no, is 343 people who do Halo as well now?
Yes.
Yeah, they're the people who do Halo now. It's not.
If
not.
they do Halo, then I'm actually really interested.
It's
in
not.
Halo
They've said
because-
it's not Halo 6.
Then who cares? Because, I mean, the thing that's super nice about it now is that everything that's going to be on Xbox, no matter what, is going to be on PC as well. So whenever that new Halo comes out, it's going to be on PC.
Yeah.
And pray to fucking God it's not going to be as bad as the shitty Halo 4.
Yeah. That same day, Sunday, June 11th, at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern, we've got Todd Howard's showcase of lies. We got the Bethesda conference, aka Todd Howard's lying simulator.
What are they even going to talk about, though?
Let's see here. The invitation for Bethesda software features an illustration called...
Yeah.
It says, the invitation to Bethesda Softworks press conference features an illustration called Bethesda Land, which is a theme park made up of areas themed after Bethesda Softworks properties including Dishonored, Prey, The Elder Scrolls, Doom, Quake, Fallout, and 2 under construction areas. Likely appearances include Elder Scrolls Online, Morrowind, The Elder Scrolls Legend, and Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim for the... You're looking at Elder Scrolls, boys. Possible appearances include Wolfenstein: The New Colossus, which Bethesda teased last year, and The Evil Within 2, which is rumored to be in production.
When do you think they'll make Elder Scrolls 6?
I think that'll be announced this year.
This year?
I think it'll be announced this year.
Why is that?
Because how long's it been since Skyrim's been out?
6 years.
I think 6 years. Elder Scrolls 6.
No.
I think so. I think it's been long enough, and I think with
I think
with all the shit that went down with Fallout 4, I think Todd Howard needs something to bring the people back in. He's gonna come on stage, he's gonna lie to us, and we're gonna like it.
Yes.
Yes.
He's gonna say
Elder
Elder Scrolls 6 coming out next week.
Coming out now. No.
Available now on the Nintendo
He's gonna
Switch.
come up on the stage.
Yeah.
He's gonna come up on the stage with his fucking dad jeans and his like plaid shirt that's tucked in. He's gonna, hey guys, Todd Howard here. We're happy to announce Fallout 6, The Elder Scrolls, and and in this game, just like Skyrim, you can do, and he's gonna lean really close into the mic. He's gonna push it right up to his mouth. He's like, you can do anything. And like the lights are gonna shut off. There's gonna be pandemonium in the crowd, and a little giant Elder Scrolls 6 symbol is gonna rain from the heavens. Gabe Newell is gonna be on top of it, and it fucking Half-Life 3 blade. Now it's right there.
Oh shit, dude.
Open world Half-Life.
Exclusive on the PC.
It'll literally just be Skyrim with guns.
Elder Scrolls 6 New Vegas.
New Vegas 2. No, I do honestly think Elder Scrolls 6 will be announced. I don't know. I have a feeling, like I said, I think it's a way to like, I don't know if people will trust him with it, but like with all the shit that Fallout 4 like garnered, like Bethesda needs a way to bring people back in, because Fallout 4 was a disaster. Compared to like what people wanted from it, and I think that'd be a really good way of like trying to ease the crowds and being like, hey, we're gonna
chill.
We got hey kids, you want some Elder Scrolls? I've got some Elder Scrolls. He has just scrolls.
Got some Elder Scrolls in my van.
Yeah, hop in my Howard mobile, and we're off. I don't know. I think that's the course that's probably gonna go about there. Yeah, that's what I hope for as well, because I want to know Elder Scrolls. I put so many hours into Skyrim, and as like broken as Skyrim is, that game's amazing, and I need more Elder Scrolls. So hopefully,
I think everybody does.
they've been putting a lot of work into their online one, like Elder Scrolls Online. So maybe not, but I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful for that. I don't really give like two shits about Wolfenstein. I heard those games are pretty good, but I don't really care.
Yeah, I don't either.
And like you said, I think they'll probably talk about Quake and stuff. So
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Oh,
so expectations.
Mid-tier, higher than the last two.
Yeah, I think
literally only excited for.
I'm excited literally just for Todd Howard to come out. Like, that's all I want. That'll make the conference for me, because then we'll just lose it. We'll be spamming the Todd Howard emote in our chat. That's all we're gonna be doing. Don't trust his lies.
Yeah, I'm interested to see whether or not they do actually announce like anything for Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah. Even if they're like, hey, it's in development, like that would be enough for me.
That'd make the entire internet just fucking explode.
Yeah, if they do have something for it, they'll probably do like a trailer, kind of like BioWare did for Andromeda.
Oh, something like that doesn't give away much.
Where it's like a trailer, but also like a behind the scenes thing with like one of the devs or whatever. Like, hey, we're trying to do this with the Elder Scrolls.
Well, they had that one last year where it was like Todd Howard was locked like in like a glass room, and he's like, guys, let me out, and they're like, we can't let him out. And like that was like.
Then they let him out, and
then he lied. That's what he did. They let him out, and he lied.
He lied to us all.
Is there anything? I think we covered what we're hoping for, which is Elder Scrolls 6. But is there anything else?
I kind of want to try Elder Scrolls Legends, because I'm
card game. Yeah.
I'm our resident card game sucker.
Yeah.
And I've watched Crip play some of it, and it actually looks pretty good.
Okay.
Like, honestly, it actually looks.
You'll have to give it a go and tell us how it is then.
It looks like a more developed and like better functioning Hearthstone, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
But I haven't tried it out yet, so I can't say that with 100% certainty. But I'm getting the itch to try it.
As well, on the Saturday, to close out the Saturday, we have the Devolver Digital press conference. And for people who don't know Devolver Digital, they made the Serious Sam games. What have they made in the recent years? Strafe. If anybody remembers that. Shadow Warrior 2. Enter the Gungeon. Hatful Boyfriend. Miami Hotline. Or Hotline Miami.
Miami Hotline.
Yeah, Hotline Miami. They're the publishers.
Broforce,
yeah, they're the publisher
Titan
behind
Souls.
it. No confirmed appearances at their press conference. That takes place at 10 p.m. Pacific and 1 a.m. Eastern on the Sunday and Saturday and Monday, I guess, if you're counting the.
Oh, they made the Talos Principle. Okay.
Yeah. I don't have any expectations or wish for anything from them. I didn't even know they had like a conference.
I didn't know they were doing a conference either. So. Maybe they'll be like, "Hey, completely new IP that looks cool."
That'd be interesting.
Monday the 12th at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern.
Getting into the good shit.
We've got most of the good conferences starting then. The PC Gaming Show, which is usually in the evening, is now the first of the day. The PC Gaming Show is hosted by Day 9, which is great.
Ooh, I love Day 9.
It's been hosted by him for the past, 3 years. PC Gaming Show usually doesn't have a lot of interesting stuff.
Much.
It's more... it's kind of like a talk show almost. They bring people out.
Oh yeah.
And they sit down. They talk about their newest IPs. They talk about new gaming parts that are coming out, like processors and stuff. Where CEOs from Intel and shit are coming out and being like, you should buy our new i28 because it's fast and shit.
Our i9.
Yeah.
And everybody like is shitting on that.
Our
Have you heard
i-
about that, by the way?
our
Is that a
i20.
thing?
Everybody says because you know how AMD released the Ryzen, which is their newest processor a couple months back, and everybody's like, "Holy shit, this is blowing everything out of the water." Now Intel announced their i9 processor, and fucking what's his name?
It destroys.
Linus Tech Tips or whatever.
It destroys
Linus Tech
the
Tips is like,
AMD or.
no, it's shit.
Oh.
It's actually garbage.
Interesting.
Apparently.
Okay.
So that's everybody's like freaking out over that because apparently Intel, I guess they like did some bad press or something. You know, like trying to like they like shit on Linus for talking bad about it or something.
Gotcha.
What's up with that?
Hosted by Sean Day9 Plot and sponsored by Intel, the PC Gaming Show at E3 2017 will feature exclusive announcements, trailers, and discussions for PC projects. It will feature returning partners such as Bohemia Interactive, Tripwire Interactive, and Xbox, and new partners such as Psy Games, represented. Well, that's not a word. Shadowverse and Nexon. Oh shit, Nexon. Maybe we'll see some Maple Story. Maybe we'll see some Maple Story 2 stuff. Viewers can expect news and updates about PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, BattleTech, and Total War Warhammer 2.
I'm actually really excited to hear more about PUBG there.
Titles from Raw Fury Games and more. Every year, the chat just loses their mind because they're like, oh, is Gabe Newell coming out next? Is Gabe Newell coming? Like, everybody's hoping for fucking Half-Life 3. I don't think Half-Life 3 is ever coming out.
There's actually potential that we could see some Valve titles coming out. There's so much in the works.
I genuinely don't think we're ever going to see a Half-Life 3.
I don't really care about that as much. I really only want like Left 4 Dead 3, honestly.
I think if they ever announce it, nobody's gonna.
Played Half-Life or Half-Life 2.
I've never played either, as well.
They're good games, but the story, I don't care enough about the story in that game to care about what goes on further. The gameplay's okay as well. The gameplay's actually really good. I love the game.
I'm just saying, I don't think anybody will actually care if it ever comes. Like, if it comes out, like, people will lose their minds, and it'll be like, okay.
For like 20 seconds.
A month, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the meme is over.
Yeah. Expectations. I mean, they're mid-tier, I guess. I don't usually watch this one all the way through. Just because I don't really care about most of the tech stuff that they talk about, which is most of the show. And a lot of the times, the people that come out are just talking about existing IPs and, like, stuff that already, like, is, like, happening.
Established, yeah.
PUBG, I think I'll be interested in hoping that they can come out and talk about, like, more updates for that, because I know they've been talking
early access.
They've been talking about, like, new maps and stuff, so maybe they'll bring that up at the PC Gaming Show.
Talk about bug fixes.
I mean,
it just has so much potential.
Yeah, and for, like, we talk about this, like, every now and then, but, like, for an early access game, it's really well put together. It shows it's early access a lot, but it's, like...
To the point where it's like a meme.
Yeah, but it's, like, it's not, like... The only times it's detrimental is when it's, like, it crashes my game. Other than that, I can live with, like, the early access stuff. Like, Joe falling through the floor and dying of, like, fall damage is just funny to me. Like, that's early access, but it's hilarious, so I don't really care. The game crashing mid-game, that is not funny. That is me being angry.
Yeah.
Hoping for, like I said, PUBG stuff. If Nexon's there, I hope they talk about Maple Story 2, because I'm excited for that. Do you guys have any things you're hoping for? Gabe
Do you know what Raw Fury has done?
Not
Let's see.
a clue.
Let's check.
Raw Fury Games.
They host the Humble Bundle, I think.
Let's see.
No, never mind.
They made the game Kingdom, which is a kingdom building simulation game.
Okay. I had legit never heard of any of these 4 games that they've made, so I feel like
I haven't either.
a lot of the appeal of the PC Gaming Show is going to be what indie devs come up with, and if they showcase like any. I don't know if they'll showcase it like on stream or anything, but I know they usually have a lot of booths where like small independent developers will be out in the floor demoing games to people that are there.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get some of those, because I know a lot of stuff comes out that's like pretty high quality. Usually it's stuff that's like really artsy and like really simple.
I know we had like what's that fucking game that came out that was super fucking shitty? The Planet one.
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky. I know it had a lot of press when it was being developed from the PC gaming show, because
there's really been nothing that I've heard about like PC wise though that's been hyped up recently, so I don't know if we'll get anything like on that scale, but
it's always like the gems, like the small gems that get announced, like PC gaming stuff that I enjoy.
I know Donkey usually does like a review video of stuff that they showcase on E3, and that's usually where I hear about indie stuff. Like I probably never would have heard about like fucking Owlboy if Donkey had not mentioned it in his review video from last year.
Interesting.
That game actually looked pretty good. It's like a flying platformer.
You played that, right, Gordon?
No.
Joe played it. Okay, sorry. I knew it was one of the two of you.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm kind of excited for anything, if at all, indie stuff. But you know, a PC.
Yeah, take it or leave it. Yeah. Continuing on Monday. Go ahead.
Then the good shit starts.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Parentheses. Then continuing on the Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, we have the Ubisoft conference, which is always the meme conference. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that. That's gonna be so good.
I don't like.
I've heard that the Stick of Truth is like actually a good game.
Oh,
I don't like South Park. I don't like South Park.
I haven't played it, so
it's really good. I like that game a lot. It's a very good RPG, and it's also very just silly. And
I don't like South Park, so I could.
You don't really have to like South Park, honestly, to like this.
I'll pass.
It's just like a parody on the fantasy genre.
Confirmed appearances at this year's E3 2017 press conference include Assassin's Creed Origins, which is
Resident Sleeper.
I'm excited for new Assassin's Creed, because I didn't play Syndicate, and I'm going to keep it that way. And everything that they've talked about, like, trying to innovate the Assassin's Creed series so it's not, like, Resident Sleeper anymore, has sounded really good. And it's in ancient Egypt, which is a time period that I really like. So I think that'll be cool.
I think they might
interesting for Assassins.
I think it's interesting for like the overall lore
of
Assassin's Creed, because they may or may not like dabble with like they introduced Minerva in 2, so it's like, all right, so they've confirmed like dabbled with the Greek pantheon.
Yeah.
Like actually.
Well, the Juno and them are
existing.
Juno and them are considered ancients, which which were like.
Well,
I know what you mean. Yeah.
So they'll like, if they're going to go to Egypt, they'll probably introduce somebody that from the Egyptian pantheon. Yeah. Like as an ancient, like maybe like Ra or somebody.
Yeah, because I know we have Minerva. We have Minerva and Juno, which were the two in like the original trilogy, 1 through 3, that were like the driving force behind like Desmond. And
how creepy was that scene at the end of 2 with Minerva like
talking through
Ezio to Desmond, and it felt like she wasn't even talking to she was talking to you. It's like
it's really interesting.
She looked straight into the camera,
and that's when the main storyline stopped being interesting, because they couldn't like continue it like well. Yeah. That's one of the things I'm hoping for with a new Assassin's Creed, and that's like that goes into like what I'm hoping for with Assassin's Creed specifically, is they actually like flesh like I need them to like fix up their present day stuff, because like Black Flag didn't have like nearly an interesting
because Desmond was dead.
I mean, like, Desmond's been dead for like the past like 4 games.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying though, like Desmond died and then the fucking series started to die with
it's modern day stuff like died with him.
As shitty as a character as Desmond was, like
they at least like made him more interesting in the last like 3 games of his trilogy though. So I'm hoping they like adjust the modern day stuff. This whole first person like shitty puzzle solving when you come out of the Animus is not interesting or fun.
No.
So I'm hoping they take the Ancients and like the Garden of Eden stuff a little further. Far Cry 5, which was announced earlier last week. I think it was last week.
Ooh, question for you, Cam, real quick
Yes.
on Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
You said it was confirmed to be set in Egypt.
Yes.
Or,
Yes.
who do you think that the assassin is going to be that you play as?
He has some like random name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been leaked. If you go on our Assassin's Creed, I think there's like a mega thread with all the links and stuff. The Crew 2, which is a racing game, which the Crew 1 you got free off of Uplay like a while ago. I still haven't played it. South Park: The Fractured Butthole, and the next Just Dance and a new IP.
Yeah.
New IP is
Just as a new IP, so
yeah.
That's always interesting.
possible appearances include the leaked Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle for the Switch.
Oh god, puke.
And Beyond Good and Evil will not appear at E3, but shown sometime this year. The Beyond Good and Evil 2, rather. Alright, here's a good question. Expectations of the Ubisoft conference. Very high. High for the memes. High for the memes. That's all I'm there for.
Can we go, like, is cringe an answer?
Cringe is an answer. Cringe is an answer.
Okay, I'm gonna go with that one.
I'll say hi for the memes, but also for the hope that they don't just fucking come out and fucking shit their pants.
Here's
like they
the
have
thing.
last...
Here's the
Oh,
thing.
here's
Here's the thing with the E3 conference. As shitty as their conferences are, like meme wise, I think a lot of the stuff that they bring forward, especially like the past couple of years, like I don't like Aisha Tyler as a host. I think they need she's there, but there's no way they're gonna replace her. But that's like beyond my grasp at this point. But like even like the years they were announcing like Watch Dogs and stuff, like as cringy as those were, like they still had like interesting games they were announcing.
Yeah.
Last year, not so much. The year before, it had some
But
interesting games.
That's like marketing as a whole, though, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like even if you have like an interesting product, you kind of have to
follow through.
You have to send it home. Like if interest in it isn't like at a high at all, like nobody's gonna.
I take everything out of the actual conference itself and just watch the trailers. If I'm hyped from the trailer, I'm hyped for the game. Like I don't need them to sell me for it at that point.
Well, I mean, if the trailer gets you hyped, then they are selling you on it.
My expectations are fake people gaming out of 10. So that's my expectations. And like I said, my hopes are for like a really really good trailer for Assassin's Creed that sells me on the game. Far Cry 5.
I'm gonna have to agree.
Far Cry 5 I'm interested in because I really liked Far Cry 3.
Have you watched the trailer for Far Cry 5?
I have not yet.
It looks pretty fucking. The trailer was really cool.
Yeah.
The entire setting is super interesting as well.
It's like Minnesota or something.
Yeah, I kind of took it with a grain of salt because it looked like it was a play on like, oh, Trump got elected in America. Let's do a Far Cry game based on like rednecks fucking killing each other.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. But they would have had to have been working on this for a while now. So.
Well, obviously, but
it's just.
Yeah, but Trump's also been like announced as a candidate for a long time.
That's fair, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is just very.
I mean, Ubisoft. I hope for interesting games. If they did Ghost Recon Wildlands ever like get it released, or is that still in beta? Or did that come out? I don't remember.
I couldn't tell you.
Ghost Recon Wildlands. If that game hasn't come out, I hope that comes out. If not, I think it did come out March 7th.
I heard the beta was kind of garbage.
March 7th. Is when it came out. I mean. Ubisoft, I look for the hidden gems, like the games you don't think are going to be announced and then get announced. Like, yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
It's always such a wild card, no matter, honestly.
Yeah.
When it comes to the games and when it comes to the memes.
Yeah. Moving along, we have 2 conferences left. I think we have.
Oh, the good ones.
We have the 2 best conferences generally, in my opinion, and one of them isn't even a conference; it's just like a video. Capping the Monday off, and the reason we won't be here next Monday is PlayStation Conference, 6 p.m. PDT, 9 p.m. Eastern.
I'm really hyped for this. Actually,
PlayStation. I love PlayStation conference. It's always
dude.
I find the PlayStation conference is always so like it's professional. They don't try and like ham anything up. They have Kojima come down, walking through a set of lights that light up as he's walking down. Like that's what I'm looking for.
I was hearing something about how he's probably gonna like give us more details on Death Stranding.
I think that's.
I'm so ready.
It'll probably be like a release date or something. Is my guess.
Yeah, probably.
Um.
One word for you though, Cam, on my thoughts.
Oh. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, it says.
Oh yeah, that got announced last year.
Yeah, it's isn't it I think it's Platinum Games that's doing it.
No. No.
I just hope it's like kind of free roaming.
It looks from what I saw of it last year, Gordon, it looks like a prototype. Or like
it's
like
by
prototype, but
Tyler.
Spider-Man.
It's by Insomniac, which did
Insomniac.
which did the Ratchet and Clank games, the Spyro games.
I'm hyped, dude. It looks so good.
If they make a city as good as Infamous, I will be so fucking.
I don't think they made Infamous.
Insomniac, the lightning, or no, whatever the game is with the lightning.
Yeah, that's Infamous. It's not listed in here though.
Didn't he? I swear.
They did the Resistance games, and they did Sunset Overdrive.
Oh no, that was Sucker Punch.
Yeah.
My bad. They're very similar to me.
Yeah, I thought they were the same as.
What else did Sucker Punch make then?
Insomniac.
Cooper
Insomniac made Sunset Overdrive.
Fucking.
There are no confirmed appearances at the Sony Interactive Entertainment's E3 press conference. Days Gone in a big way. God of War, giant advertisement, and Gran Turismo Sport, Spider-Man, and Uncharted Legacy have all been confirmed for this year, but it is unknown if every title will appear during the press conference. Possible appearances include Death Stranding, Detroit Become Human, Dreams, Gran Turismo Sport, Knack 2, The Last of Us 2, Matterfall, Spider-Man, Uncharted The Lost Legacy, and Wild. Third-party games that Sony has been marketing the rights to include Call of Duty World War II, Destiny 2, Far Cry 5, Star Wars Battlefront 2, and so on. I want to see more God of War, because that game looks sweet when they showed it last year.
I think
that game was crazy.
If they don't give us a release date for God of War, they're gonna give us a lot though. Like a gameplay, like a straight up tech demo, they're gonna give us something good.
We don't have a Square Enix conference this year, so I'm hoping they show
no KH3.
I'm hoping they show maybe a little.
KH3 though.
It's been pushed back. I think its projected release is like 2019 now. Or 2018, sometime late 2018. Projected, it could come out earlier. I hope they show like anything, like literally anything at this point. They could show Sora's dick on the screen, and I'd be like, there it is. We got KH3.
So fun.
But like God of War, I'm really interested in seeing. I want to see Last of Us Part 2. And the new Spider-Man. I think those are the three big things from Sony that I want to see.
For the Spider-Man game, dude. Oh my god. I'm trying to remember what Sony showcased last year at E3.
God of War.
God of War, For Honor, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, For Honor was Ubisoft because that's who published it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fuck. God, I cannot remember.
I can't remember either.
But I remember seeing the trailer that they showed for the Spider-Man game.
It was like it was part of like a compilation trailer, wasn't it? Like it was like multiple things.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, it was just like they had like the Spider-Man logo and then like a bunch of things. God of War, Days Gone, The Last Guardian,
Death Stranding. They showed the Norman Reedus trailer.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
That's right. Oh my god.
Detroit Become Human, which is the Heavy Rain game. and a bunch of VRs.
I'm so ready for that game. I'm so
Oh, they showcased Origami.
You know
that
what?
game was actually
You know what they
pretty
did
good.
last year? They brought the Crash Bandicoot logo up. Rav lost his mind in chat, and then they said it was the trilogy remake, and then Rav flamed the chat.
Yeah.
That's what happened. They also showed
That
Final.
comes out soon, doesn't it? Like next
Uh,
after.
I think so.
They showed Elder Scrolls V Special Edition.
And
Like the-
the like HD version. Final Fantasy 15 stuff they showed as well because that came out like a couple months later.
It feels like we're just kind of get to expand on some of the stuff that we saw.
Gravity Rush 2.
Honestly, that's all I'm looking for Sony this year is they deliver on the stuff they announced last year.
I need Horizon Zero Dawn 2.
Maybe some more
Immediately.
VR stuff because PSVR is like always on their list.
Yeah. I think Days Gone and God of War, as well as Spider-Man and Last of Us, are like the four big games that I hope. And Death Stranding, just because I want Kojima to come out.
After
Oh, I want that Kojima game so.
I
I
want him to
can't,
just
I can't
look at
remember
me.
the name of it, but after the last like couple of Spider-Man games have been kind of lackluster. I'm really hyped for
A new one.
one that looks like
Yeah.
solid.
Expectations. High. Very
High.
high. Very high.
Extremely.
I always have high expectations for the Sony conference, and I generally get like, I'm met with my expectations.
I think most of our expectations for like the conferences as a whole are met usually.
Yeah, Microsoft sometimes surprises me. EA like never surprises me. Ubisoft surprises me a lot though, just with games that they.
Because
like,
Ubisoft's such a wild card.
you go in, you're like, this is gonna be a fun like 2 hours of us memeing in the chat, and then they're like, and
then they're like,
here's
oh,
here's
here's
game,
good game.
here's a game, and here's a game. And you're like,
Last year, oh god, I was so hyped for Steep, and I kind of got let down.
I was really hyped for Honor, like because they showed. I think they showed a trailer and a gameplay demo.
yeah, they had they
showed
showed a trailer.
And it was like, oh,
They had it.
wow.
They showed the trailer for Honor. They showed the trailer for Honor, and then they had the four people come out and fake play it on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it like super in favor of the samurai guys?
Like knights and samurais.
samurai faction?
Yeah.
I thought it was the.
I don't know.
So
I have heard.
quick
that one of the
anecdote.
factions is
Quick
fucking
anecdote. When I was still working the bowling alley, it was a Saturday night. It was a rock and bowl, and I was sitting in my area waiting for the rock and bowl to start. It was about 15 minutes before the rock and bowl started, and the group that was in the section directly in front of me, they had like 3 lanes. I was just sitting on the blacktop and like watching and making sure people weren't like messing around before it started. And this guy comes over and he's like, "Hey, like, how's it going? Like, when does the rock and roll start?" I'm like, "Oh, it starts at 9. Lights will go off. Music will come on. Then all your lanes will come on. You can start playing." He's like, "Oh, that's cool. That's cool." He's like, "So how long have you been working here?" And he just struck up a conversation. And I didn't really have anything else to do, so I was just chatting with this guy. But we got on the topic of like what I was doing for school and how I'm like in game development. He's like, "Oh man, that's so cool." He's like, "Have you played For Honor?" I'm like, "No, man. Like I'm busy with work. I haven't had a chance. I haven't even picked it up." He's like, "Man, I play a lot of games." And this guy looked like he was like mid-30s. He's like, "I play a lot of games. I played that game for like 5 hours and then returned it." I'm like, "Oh, was it bad?" He's like, "No, I was shit." I was like, oh. He's like, "Man, I don't even like bowling. If I could spend the whole night just here talking about like games with you, like I'd do that." I'm like, "Dude, listen, if I could do that, I would. But we have like 2 minutes before this starts, and I have to like start walking around." I'm like, "It's been good talking to you. If you need anything, I'll be over here." And that
should have gotten his number so you could add him to the fucking chat.
yeah, the 30-year-old ginger man added to my chat.
Yes.
He didn't
Yes.
talk to me at all the rest of the night, so I mean.
He's like, "Fuck you, man. Don't keep talking to me." Yeah.
Anyway, that's my story on For Honor. Is this guy saying he was shit and returned it after like 5 hours of playing it.
Terrible.
Anyway, Sony, yes, big thumbs up. I'm excited. We've already talked about what we hope for.
Big excited.
Capping off the conferences is our boy.
big boy.
Is our boy.
The big boy.
Is our
the
boy
granddaddy.
Shigeru Miyamoto's conference. Nintendo. Tuesday.
New Legend of Zelda. Let's go.
A year after Woo.
Tuesday, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. The Nintendo Direct will go live. Confirmed appearances for the Nintendo E3 digital event include Super Mario Odyssey and other Switch games.
Oh, dude.
Likely appearances include ARMS, Fire Emblem Warriors, Splatoon 2, Xenoblade 2.
I've never played Xenoblade, so I can't really.
Xenoblade's alright.
Tyler bought it for me. I haven't
heard
played
it's
it because
really
my Wii needs 800 batteries to be run. If I had a Wii U, I'd play it though. One of these days, I'll just buy a bunch of batteries and hammer through that game.
Honestly, I wonder how much an Wii U actually costs right now, because that console is garbage.
Well, Gordon, let's check Amazon, shall we? Wii U. Wii U 32 Black Deluxe Premium Console with Nintendo Land and for the low price.
$282.51.
$319 Canadian.
That's actually.
Or even
You
$237.
probably find out.
$340 deluxe bundle that comes with Super Mario 3D World and Nintendo Land is only $340.
3D World is actually really good, though.
I'm surprised they haven't dropped the price at all since.
The price will go up now that it's not in production.
That's true.
It'll only go up.
But will anybody want it though? Is
No,
the
nobody
question.
will, because that console is hot garbage.
I mean, I kind of want to pick one up just so I can play my Wii games.
Only thing that's good on it is fucking Wind
Pokken
Waker
Tournament.
HD, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate.
Pokken Tournament.
Pokken Tournament as well.
That game is actually amazing.
Yeah, no, that game's really cool from what I've heard. I mean, there are people playing it at AN in the Smash room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Smash room. Yeah, the room dedicated to Smash and every other fighting game that was in there.
I only saw Smash, I'm sorry.
You tunnel vision.
That's all that mattered.
To be honest. Yeah.
Possible
Played
appearances include the rumored Pokemon Stars, the rumored Super Smash Bros. Titled, and the leaked Mario X Rabbids Kingdom.
Melee HD.
That's what we
Honestly,
can
I've
hope
heard people
for.
say that, like, they don't need... And there was the one fake leak that happened like a week ago. They thought it was Smash 4. Which, honestly, I don't even care which one it.
I think a lot of people. I think it's been stated that not stated but rumored that they're gonna re-release Smash 4 on the Switch, as a deluxe edition with all the DLC characters as well as 2 new characters.
That's what the leak was about, but that was actually fake. That was
that
fake.
okay?
Fake.
I mean, new Smash Bros. It's only been 2 years since Smash 4 came out, so I'm kind of doubting anything. If
I
anything,
just want a Smash that has good online.
even
Like,
if that leak was fake, I can still see that being a reality.
Oh yeah.
What I'm hoping for is that they talk about the Virtual Console for the Switch, because we've heard literally nothing about it, and a lot of people are hoping for a GameCube Virtual Console, which in
That'd be amazing.
which in turn would mean not necessarily Melee HD, but Melee with re-release
Virtual
with
Console,
NetPlay with NetPlay as well. And just this week they talked about their online subscription being $20 a year, and you get
that's really good actually.
and you get a collection of classic Nintendo games from the NES and SNES eras with added NetPlay, which I think is super interesting.
It's literally just better PS Plus.
Yeah, well, not necessarily, because I don't think you get to keep these games, from what I've heard.
I think it's as long as you have the subscription.
I don't know. Like I said, we haven't heard much, but they have announced the skeleton for their online service. So I mean, with all that coming to fruition, a GameCube Virtual Console with games with NetPlay would be really interesting.
That would be amazing.
I'm super excited for Fire Emblem Heroes or Warriors, what the fuck it's called. Warriors is what it's called. Cause I love me some Dynasty Warriors games, and I love me some Fire Emblem. So I love me some both.
I don't know.
I want another trailer for it. Is what I want.
Fire Emblem is the one that lends it more to it as opposed to the Zelda game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I want to go around and just fight shit as Hector, dude. That's all I want.
That'd be insane. And there's so much possibility. If you could play a ranger or a mage, I would so be in that.
I thought Hyrule Warriors was really fun, but the story mode was super short.
Look, you
It
don't
was
you don't
so short.
you don't play Dynasty Warrior games for the story, pal.
I mean,
Let's be
I
real
wanted
here.
more than like 10 stages.
That is a Dynasty Warriors game, is what that is.
It's not.
But
enough,
was it
dude.
10 stages per character?
No. It was 10 stages like
Total?
total.
Okay. Because Dynasty
Yeah.
Warriors games, you have like your like 65 characters that follow like the same story. You're just getting it from a different perspective.
That number's probably not accurate, but
Either way.
it was still really short, and I was kind of disappointed.
I think if they lend the Fire Emblem Warriors game to the Heroes universe with like summoning guys and like having them all in the same universe, like in that aspect, that would be pretty interesting. I think
Oh yeah,
that'd be a really
pretty
nice
cool.
way to tie the two games together. So I'm excited for that, just solely because I love me some hack and slash games. Splatoon 2, which is coming out later this year, I believe, which is exciting. Xenoblade 2, which looks promising, and Mario Odyssey, which I want more, like anything on. To
I'm
be
hoping
honest.
they show more of, or show just anything of the next Fire Emblem console game.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna be for the Switch because they
announced
leaked
it. Yeah, they announced it during the conference or the Fire Emblem like conference.
The Fire Emblem Treehouse.
Yeah.
Not the Treehouse, but
The Direct,
The
Nintendo Direct,
Direct. That's
Yeah, they announced Heroes. Well, they brought forth Heroes. They announced Echoes, and then they announced Warriors and and the new one.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm hoping for that as well. Anything Mario Odyssey, honestly, it will be good. I need me some more games for this console that sits over here. Like, to be honest.
Yeah. That's like the biggest type for that.
They're gonna release.
I
more.
don't regret my purchase because I know I'm gonna have wanted one eventually, and it's gonna be near impossible to get one. So I'm fortunate that I have one. I don't have to like fight crowds of people to try and get one.
I don't think you're gonna have to. You would have to fight crowds for it. Not like.
It's gonna
literally,
be either like crazy expensive from scalpers or really hard to get. We have people come into my store asking for it, and we don't like have any in stock. So
but it might
I
just be
sold
Canada, though.
I sold one to
Yeah.
this lady who pre-ordered it.
They have like video games at this place that you work.
Yeah, the shoppers that I work at, I think all shoppers have like a very tiny like electronic section.
It's pretty cool. Actually.
They've got like what like Switch games are out, as well as a couple Wii U games, a couple 3DS games. They have like a whole shelf of like headphones and batteries and stuff. Like that's like the lumped in area where you can get like chargers and stuff as well. So I don't know, Nintendo I have high expectations of always, just because I think they make quality games, more so in the recent years.
Are you gonna get ARMS, Cam?
No.
But that game looks so good.
It doesn't do anything for me. It's not the type of fighting game that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
It's like style isn't for me. I'm with you, Gordon. I hope they show some stuff for the new Monster Hunter game.
Yeah,
I don't know if they will.
My first Monster Hunter was 3 Ultimate, and then just the way that the game controls just turned me off of it so much.
Yeah, I don't know if they will show anything for it, considering it was like just announced to be on the Switch. But we can hope.
Because I've been told that game is really good with a Pro Controller or with a 3DS XL, and I didn't have one at the time.
I have-
and I can't find my card.
I have Monster Hunter 3 as well for the 3DS. I don't know. I don't think those games like work well on the 3DS just because of how like cramped the controls are.
On the 3DS XL, it's a lot better, apparently, because of the C-Stick.
Yeah, I don't know.
The problem, I believe, was the
cramped controls. Yeah.
What's Pokemon Stars supposed to be?
It's rumored to be like the Emerald of Sun and Moon,
Okay.
like the third.
Oh, okay. I had to think
Sorry,
that out for a
yeah,
second. Like,
my bad.
Sun, Moon, and Stars. Okay, I got you.
Which I mean, a lot of people are like, why not call it Eclipse? But like, Stars works. Like, everybody thinks it's just gonna be like a port of Sun and Moon with like an expanded dex. like the third of these like series do, but on the Switch, which could be interesting. It might be it might be something completely different. We don't know. We have zero information on it. So rumored Smash Bros. We already covered. Like Smash Bros. Is cool. Give me Melee HD. That's all I care about. I don't know if we're gonna get a Melee HD after HBox's speech yesterday though.
Like
I don't
no.
know anything about that. Not really. I'm afraid now.
I'll go into it real quick. So yesterday was the top 8 for Smash and Splash. 3.
Yeah, I saw like Ally was playing 0 and stuff. And
Yeah.
so I beat him.
Smash and Splash is a really big Project M tournament. It is one of the super majors, I believe. And the Melee side had Leffen versus HBox for grand finals.
Leffen
Reset
clawed
bracket.
his way through fucking
Losers.
Through losers. He beat Armada.
He beat Mango, Armada.
He beat Mango solely because Mango gave him the homie stock, which is where like if you like flub
Oh, if you SD and like you fuck up.
and
Yeah.
SD, it's like all right, I'll give you a stock because
He
you know,
was
that's-
up. He was
that's
up
not
like
cool.
he was up 2-0 against him too.
yeah, and then he got reverse swept.
Yeah, feels bad, man.
And then Leffen beat HBox in grand finals to reset the bracket, and then he got 3-0'd.
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
But anyway, so HBox won, and he gave this speech. I think I put it. I didn't put it in chat. It's on our Smash Bros. If you're looking for it somewhere on there. Where HBox was basically like, "Fuck yeah, I won," and the dude like took away the mic. He's like, "Yo, we're gonna have to like nuke this VOD now because you said the F word twice," and he like snatched the mic back. He's like, "Look, don't nuke the VOD. We don't have to be esports, because who gives a shit? Like, who gives a shit if we're esports? We clawed our way up from nothing, with no help of a certain company." He was hinting at Nintendo.
Oh God, HBox, why you do this?
He's like, "We are grassroots. We don't need their help, because we've made it this far by ourselves."
oh.
I kind of understand where he's going from though. 'Cause
And a lot of
Oh,
people,
yeah.
no, a
Same
lot
way
of, a
about
lot,
TFT,
yeah, a lot of people are like, yeah, like, who gives a shit about like not swearing? Like, that doesn't affect anything. Nintendo hasn't helped the scene at all. They hate like
They've barely done
soccer.
anything.
I hates
Like-
that it's a competitive game. So like, I don't know. I'll link the VODs in the chat to his speech, because it was like I really liked the speech. I thought it was a good speech. Because he was right. I think he was like on the head. Like he hit the nail on the head with his speech. But that's just
I'm
like
interested.
that's from my perspective anyway. So
I mean, because like a lot of people feel the same way about TF2, because TF2 did exactly the same thing. But the only problem is that TF2 is now just getting fucked in the ass even more as Valve is stepping in trying to help
Yeah.
the game. So it's like even more like interesting.
let's see if I can find this VOD. But yeah, like I think like Melee HD is a dream, a hope for people, but I don't think it'll actually ever happen unless we get it through Virtual Console.
I heard a lot of people even say that even if a Melee HD came out, play it.
They wouldn't play it.
Yeah, because everybody's such a purist and from Smash apparently, from what I've been told.
I mean, that's true. Everybody is a purist in
Yeah.
Smash.
No one's gonna want to like relearn frames and stuff, and people are afraid that they'll fuck up like wave dashing and stuff like that.
Yeah, people are also worried that like that shit would be patched out as well. These are the 3 because
Exactly.
they couldn't find the VOD. There's 3 clips, so just watch them in order. Just watch them after, because we're more or less finished. Expectations high, I'm assuming, from all of us here, because it's Nintendo.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited to see what they do with Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, I am too.
Because-
I know what them saying that they're going back to like the Super Mario 64 like style of games is going to be really interesting. Because I've played some of Galaxy 1, I've played none of Galaxy 2, but those games felt like off to me almost.
It's not like you go
Galaxy-
to a planet and then you jump to another planet. And,
Yeah.
Galaxy 1 was really good. I only played a little bit of Galaxy 2, and it felt like the gimmick of Galaxy had worn off at that point.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited
not
for.
to say that the first game was like gimmicky, but
it was.
It kind of was, yeah.
I'm excited for like quasi like open world like it was, like it used to be. So I think that'll be fun to see. But yeah, so that's really all the conferences. Should be interesting to see what they come out and like actually provide us with over the course of the week. Any closing thoughts on the conferences in general?
Sony's gonna win this year,
like they did
Sony
last
wins
year.
every year. That's not really.
I think I think they won last year as well.
I disagree.
I mean,
but
I don't even remember too much of last.
I mean,
year,
Nintendo won later in the year with their Nintendo Direct, like way later. That doesn't count though. Like that was in January.
They did their like. They spent all their E3 space on Breath of the Wild.
I mean, that was pretty
amazing.
cool, but like that doesn't win them the thing. They announced nothing really. I will say my closing thought for E3s in general has to do with Nintendo, and that I'm really happy they've stopped doing conferences, because I feel like you don't need 2 hours to come and stroke your dick on stage and not know what to do with your hands if you don't have pockets in your jeans, and stand there like, hi, we're here to announce game, cause lol. I think the directs are really short and succinct and like really, really well done, because they're giving you the information you need with none of the BS. They're just like, here's game, here's game, here's joke, here's end of that, moving on. Like,
my body is ready.
Yeah, my body is ready. GG. Fucking it's given us such amazing
inside angle from Nintendo of America offices. My body is ready. Here's game.
I think it's given us such amazing memes as Iwata versus Reggie in the fighting.
Oh my god, yes.
God bless your soul, Iwata.
Rest in peace.
I think my favorite was when they brought in the robot chicken guys, though. That was like
the most, like, with like the Star Fox.
Out of left field fucking like
with all the Star Fox stuff,
Yeah, that was just so random.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the Nintendo Directs have been a really, really wise idea from Nintendo's point of view. I mean, E3's E3 is a fun time of the year for us because we get excited at all the games. It's a fun time of the year for me because I get to see like shit that my professors have been working on. Like my level design teacher from last year, he's like, I'm working on something, I can't tell you guys what it is. Fucking Far Cry 5. Like, now I know.
NDAs, dude.
Yeah.
Because you have people from Ubisoft Montreal.
I have,
stuff like that.
yeah, because they work in joint with Ubisoft Toronto.
That's pretty cool.
So it's cool. Yeah, E3's a fun time. So yeah, after this week, starting in July, we have SGDQ coming up, as well as Evo the following week. After that, I believe SGDQ is the 3rd through like the 11th or something of July, and then Evo is like the 13th through the like 16th or 17th or something. I'd have to go back on their site to check, but it's like the week after. So I'm excited for those. You'll probably hear us talking about those come July. Yeah, we already went over the SGDQ schedule as well a couple weeks ago. So
I'm pretty excited.
Cool. Well, that kind of,
especially now that I know more about that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm very intrigued.
Yeah.
Because I think they're doing I forget exactly what the word is for it, but it's like the hologram speedruns or whatever.
Excuse me.
Oh, the virtual.
The TAS?
The VR.
Oh.
VR speedruns.
Wait,
right?
what?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
In Final Mix, they're in KH2.
Oh, the data.org or whatever.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And if they do like a level 1 data.org run, that'll be insane.
Yeah, KH2 is a really fun run to watch. I watched all of like RPG Limit Break a couple weeks ago, which is like SGDQ but just RPGs. And they ran the Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix, like critical pride mode or whatever. And it was a really fun run to watch as well. So you'll hear us talking about stuff like that soon enough. That more or less brings us to the end of the show. It covers our E3 prep. We'll be back in 2 weeks to talk about E3 proper, and our thoughts on the conferences after they have finished.
Thoughts.
So, I might be hosting the Sony conference in the evening. If not, then don't worry about it. It's not that big of a deal. People are wondering where episode 9 of the podcast is. There were issues with the VOD that cut off the entire last 5 minutes and split it into 2 VODs. So I will upload them to my Twitch as highlights. They won't be going on YouTube though, because there's no way for me to splice them together. So don't worry about that. That pretty much ends it. If you want to find me anywhere, Truth Unarmed somewhere on the fucking screen is where you can find me. Twitch, YouTube, Twitter. Those are the 3. Come and follow your boy. I talk about stuff sometimes.
Yeah,
Tyler, where can I find you?
Twitter
Tweeter
is at Topener, Topener. I just reblog stupid shit. So
nice, and go follow his Instagram.
My Instagram, which is original Topener, all one word. O and the T are capitalized. Yeah, I post photography stuff because that's what I do. That's what I like to do as a hobby. And people actually seem to like my stuff, and I really appreciate it because it makes me believe that I'm actually good at what I do. So
nice.
That's something that I like to do.
Gordon,
To clarify.
Feels good, man.
where can I find you, pal?
Twitter.com/Gordon42 and Twitch.tv/Gordon. I'm probably going to be streaming more parts, and maybe I'll stream Overwatch again, maybe, ? I don't know. I haven't even done placements for that game yet.
Damn.
It's been kind of chilling.
We need to finish our placements, pal.
I got
I do
5 deep in my main, and I'm 7 deep
I
on
have
my
3.
Smurf. So
I had the 3 that we won the other day, so that's all I've
I've
got.
just been mindlessly playing quick play and just chilling and playing Hanzo all the time. 'Cause
Hey,
it's just, I don't
the
know,
boy.
It just makes me happy.
If you're looking for Ethan's stuff, you can find him on Twitter at Cowboy Cryptid. He talks about sports and shit. I don't know, memes.
Yeah, sports memes that I don't understand.
Chances are he won't be around for the next couple weeks because he works late into the day and then goes to bed at 10 p.m. like a pussy. So
Wakes up at 5 a.m. for work.
yeah.
We'll see if he makes a comeback tour.
Yeah. Chances are the timing of our podcast won't change just because Monday nights are convenient for most of us. So chances are we'll probably sub in somebody else while he's out. Most likely Riley, because he seems to be the one that's on here the most anyway. So see if he's interested in that. That should be that. Follow the podcast Twitter at ShowTBD for stuff. I reblogged, or I tweeted out rather, our pictures from Anime North last week, the 2 albums. So go and check those out. They're on the podcast Twitter as well. So that's gonna end the show. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Talk about E3 after it's done. I'm gonna go play Persona. So have a good night, everybody. Stay in school. Don't do drugs. Watch anime. Dub not sub. And memes.
Cash no tax.